The Philippines, a beautiful country of more than 7,000 islands. But have you ever wondered who gave it this name? And what was it called before? Today, we dive into the fascinating history of the name Philippines, a story of kingdoms, colonization, and transformation. Stay tuned, because the answer may surprise you. Pre-colonial names of the Philippines. Before Spanish colonization, the archipelago was home to numerous independent polities and kingdoms, each with its own distinct name. Foreign traders and visitors referred to the islands based on the regions they encountered. Mai, Chinese traders from the Song dynasty, 10th to 13th century, recorded their dealings with a place called Mai, believed to be in present-day Mindoro or nearby areas. Luzones. The Portuguese and other foreign merchants used this term to describe people from the Luzon region, particularly those involved in maritime trade. Pintados. Spanish explorers initially called the Visayan people pintados, meaning painted, due to their extensive tattoos. Sugbu, Cebu, a significant pre-colonial trading hub, was widely known as Sugbu. Tawalisi. The famous Moroccan traveler Ibn Battuta mentioned Tawalisi, though its exact location remains uncertain. These names suggest that the archipelago was not seen as a single political entity, but rather a collection of trading states and kingdoms. Early foreign influences and the first mentions of the islands. Before the Spanish arrived, various civilizations had already interacted with the archipelago. Chinese dynasties. As early as the 9th century, Chinese records mention a land called Ma'i and describe trade with the locals. Indian and Malay influence. The Srivijaya and Majapahit empires influenced many local kingdoms, introducing Hindu-Buddhist elements. Arab traders and Islam. By the 14th century, Islam spread to the southern parts of the islands through Arab and Malay traders, leading to the rise of powerful sultanates in Mindanao and Sulu. The naming of Las Islas Filipinas. The name Philippines has its roots in Spanish exploration. The first recorded European contact was by Ferdinand Magellan in 1521, though he did not name the islands as a whole. In 1543, Spanish explorer Ruy López de Villalobos named the islands Las Islas Filipinas in honor of Prince Philip of Spain, who later became King Philip II, ruled 1556 to 1598. Initially, this name referred only to Leyte and Samar, but it eventually became the designation for the entire archipelago as Spain established full colonial control in the late 16th century. The adoption of the name symbolized Spain's claim over the islands, marking the beginning of more than 300 years of Spanish rule, 1565 to 1898, and the gradual unification of various polities under one colonial administration. The Philippines under colonial rule. During Spain's rule, the name Las Islas Filipinas became widely used in official documents, maps, and historical records. The term came to represent not just the islands, but also the collective identity of the people living under Spanish governance. Some significant developments during this period include the establishment of Manila as the capital, 1571. This strengthened the identity of the Philippines as a single entity. The spread of Christianity. Spanish missionaries converted many indigenous peoples, reinforcing the colonial identity associated with the name. Use of Filipino. Originally, the term Filipino referred only to Spaniards born in the Philippines. It was later adopted to describe all inhabitants of the islands. The name under American and Japanese rule. The name Philippines persisted even after Spain lost the islands to the United States in 1898, following the Spanish-American War. The U.S. government officially used the Philippine Islands as the country's name, though over time Philippines became more common. During the Japanese occupation, 1941 to 1945 in World War II, the country was called the Republic of the Philippines, a name meant to symbolize independence from Western influence. After World War II, the United States granted full independence to the country on July 4, 1946, under the official name Republic of the Philippines. Post-independence and the push for renaming. Since independence, there have been periodic discussions about renaming the Philippines to remove its colonial legacy. Some proposed alternatives include Maharlika, a term associated with pre-colonial nobility and later promoted by former President Ferdinand Marcos, Bayang Magiliw, inspired by the national anthem's lyrics. Luz Viminda, a fusion of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. However, despite debates, no formal change has been made, and the name Philippines remains. Modern perspectives: Philippines or Maharlika? Today, there is a divide in public opinion. Some Filipinos believe keeping Philippines preserves historical continuity and international recognition. Others advocate for a change, arguing that Maharlika, or another indigenous name, better reflects the nation's pre-colonial heritage. Political figures and historians remain split on the issue, with no strong movement for an official name change. The name Philippines carries with it a rich and complex history, reflecting the country's transformation from a group of independent kingdoms to a Spanish colony, then to an American territory, and finally to an independent nation. Despite its colonial origins, the name has become an enduring symbol of the nation's identity, culture, and resilience. While there have been discussions about possibly changing the country's name to a more indigenous alternative, Philippines remains deeply ingrained in history and continues to be recognized worldwide. Would a new name better reflect the country's pre-colonial heritage, or has Philippines evolved into a unique identity of its own? That is a debate for the future. What remains certain is that the name, like the nation it represents, has withstood the test of time. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating historical content. Let us know in the comments. Should the Philippines keep its name, or should we reclaim a pre-colonial identity? We'd love to hear your thoughts.